Hi, I'm Paul Isaacs, Director of Product Management and Design at Sound Devices. And today I'd like to talk to you about SuperSlot and how it can be used to simplify interconnection in a production sound mixer's bag. Now I think we can all agree that cables suck, especially in a confined space like a production sound mixer's bag. And more productions these days are asking for a growing number of audio channels, and this exacerbates the problems associated with cables. Problems such as intermittent connections, which can lead to a loss of audio. Just general spaghetti in a bag. You know, I don't mind spaghetti on my plate, but not in my bag. Problems like crosstalk and interference. The problems of rerouting cables and replugging. And also just the weight of extra cables. So what can we do about this? Well, this is where SuperSlot comes in. SuperSlot is a standard developed by Sound Devices to simplify interconnection between wireless receivers and audio mixers and recorders. SuperSlot was developed in close collaboration with wireless microphone systems manufacturers such as Electrosonics, Wizicom, Sennheiser and Audio Limited. It not only simplifies interconnection, but also setup and control of devices. So once we decided we wanted to look for a solution to this problem, we wondered whether there are any existing technologies out there that we could use as a starting point. And there was. It's called Yoona Slot. Now, Yoona Slot is a standard developed by Panasonic and Nikigami that provides a cable-free solution for getting sound mixers audio into a camera. It's a 25-pin slot specification that includes 2 channels of audio and also powering from the host camera. We felt this was the ideal starting place for SuperSlot. In terms of audio, SuperSlot expands upon the capabilities of Yoona Slot. We can support up to 4 channels of audio in and out, both analog and digital. Imagine a world where we had 4-channel receivers or 4-channel transmitting devices. They may exist in the future. Well, SuperSlot can support that. As I've said, SuperSlot supports digital audio as well as analog. Yoona Slot only supported analog. SuperSlot provides remote control via a serial interface to allow a host to control and monitor a SuperSlot device. It also provides timecode in and out and genlock. So if you wanted to use a future Lockit style or Denicky style or Timecode Buddy style sync box, you could. Those products don't exist yet, but who knows in the future. In terms of powering, SuperSlot can provide 6 to 18 volts DC, and there's up to 5 watts available for a connected device. So let's take a closer look at SuperSlot in action. Here's a 688 with SL6 optional powering and wireless accessory with wireless receivers slotted into the SL6. This is what SuperSlot technology brings to the bag, uncluttered simplicity. Notice also only 2 antennae. The SL6 incorporates antenna distribution, amplification and filtering. And this is distributed via a clever mechanical loop through of A and B antenna signals. Whilst on the subject of the SL6, let's take a closer look at its powering options. On the left-hand side is a slot for an MP1. On the right-hand side is an external DC input. These power sources can power the whole setup, including the 688 itself, the SL6, and the wireless inside the SL6 slots. On the right-hand side, we have 4 DC outputs, and these can be used to power a whole range of external peripheral devices. And not only that, there's a USB port. Perhaps you want to charge your phone. Let's now take a closer look at the 688 menus that allow the control and monitoring of SuperSlot compatible receivers. The SL6 itself can be configured from a new menu, the SL6 menu, which is accessed from the 688's main menu. From the SL6 menu, we can access the receiver overview page. This page gives us a quick overview of all 6 receivers. It shows us their RF level, audio level, transmitter battery status, and frequency. The SL6 can work with passive or active antenna. it has 12-volt bias. It also incorporates antenna filtering circuitry to restrict the amount of RF entering the front end of the connected receivers. One of the really neat features of the SL6 is its ability to route receiver outputs to any of the 12 inputs of the 688. A simple routing matrix makes this very fast and intuitive. One of the really cool things about SuperSlot is its ability to identify the type of receiver connected to a slot. Here's the menu page for the Lectrosonic SuperSlot compatible SRB receiver. It shows RF level, audio level, transmitter battery status and pilot tone, etc. We can also configure the frequency, compatibility mode, tuning mode, and also access deeper menus. Here's the menu for the Wizicom SuperSlot compatible MCR42. Again, we see RF level, audio level, transmitter battery status and diversity. We can set frequency, choose groups and channel numbers. And again, there's access to deeper dive menus. So I hope you can see how SuperSlot can really simplify interconnection, setup and control from within a bag. If you'd like to find out more about SuperSlot, the 688 or the SL6, please visit sounddevices.com and you can find out more detail about SuperSlot from superslot.org. Thank you.